Hi guys, welcome to a little product introduction and video review on a pretty cool little item. What you have in front of you is the Powerline 880S. Now this is a really cool BB slash pellet gun. It is a pump. You can pump it up to a maximum of 10 times for the maximum capability of the gun. Really neat. Comes with this scope. The scope itself, I'm not using it, but it's a pretty decent little scope. Now with some of the other guns that have these smaller rails, these are 11 millimeter rails, you can buy an adapter for these to mount the bigger scopes on. You would just mount that to the actual gun, or else you can go ahead and buy the scope mounts that have the 11 millimeter brackets, and then have the a little bit larger rings so you can mount bigger scopes in it. So just so you're aware of that. But what you have is a really nice little air gun. Now for me, myself, this sort of reminded me of an air gun that my uncle used to own. And when I seen it, it sort of had that nostalgic feeling. It doesn't look like a tactical weapon. This is more like an actual hunting rifle. Really nice attention to detail by Daisy. I grew up using Crossman's, and Daisy's actually won me over. They actually have a really good company that makes some really great products. Now this is one of them. The Powerline, I just like. It's a really good gun. No problems, no issues. Like I said, I'm using it without a scope. It does have adjustable sights where you can move to the right and the left, or else you can raise it for elevation. Really easy to use. For the backyard, it's perfect. Now it does have some power behind it. This is rated at having 800 feet per second for firing the BBs and pellets. Now for me, I like shooting BBs out of it. They're a little bit easier to load, at least for me. That was one of my little gripes about it, but it was one of those things where you can say it's just one of the design things. Now it may be designed for smaller fingers, but when I was trying to put a pellet in the gun, I couldn't hold the pellet and drop it in there right. It flipped a couple of times. It's sort of a pain in the butt. But it does have a little small magnet on the tip for BBs, and you can just drop BBs in or place them on the side and then pull back, and it will automatically draw the BB into the chamber area. Now I don't load BBs into the gun itself just because I don't like them sloshing around when I'm shooting. It just makes a lot of noise. So with that, I just shoot one at a time, and it works out really nicely. Now the plastic body is actually really nice. You have this sort of wood look to it. You have the attention to detail with the buttstock, and you have this really nice cheek area on the back end. The trigger itself is pretty decent. I don't have no problems or issues. The safety is very tactile, and you can hear it really nicely pop in and out. The gun itself is actually really nice. Pumping it is actually really easy. No problems, no issues with that. The barrel is metal, and then it has an internal barrel, which is a little bit back further on the gun. I think it ends right about here somewhere. Now overall, no problems with pumping the gun. Worked out really nicely. I like it a lot, and it shoots really great. Now for me, if you're going to be shooting and you want the maximum amount of penetration, maybe go with BBs. With pellets, when you're at a distance, they don't hit as hard as the BBs do, but while they don't go through cans as easily as the BBs do, at closer range they will. But once you start moving a little bit farther back in distance, the pellet is just going to mushroom, and it's just lead, so it won't penetrate as much as a BB. But the pellets are a lot more accurate, I found. Very enjoyable gun, well worth the money. Came in at just under $50, and it's a Powerline. So thank you for watching the video. If you can, please subscribe and comment if you like. You guys have a good one. Be safe, take care. We'll definitely talk to you soon.